Hey there, friend. Before I dive into this story, I just want to pull you close for a moment. Imagine us sitting together in a quiet room, the kind where secrets feel safe to spill. I've been where you might be, questioning, hiding parts of yourself, feeling that pull towards something unknown but undeniable. This tale is my confession, straight from the heart, and I want you to feel every beat of it with me. The fear that grips your chest, the spark of curiosity that lights up the dark, the rush of excitement mixed with that hot flush of embarrassment, and finally that sweet release of empowerment. Let's walk this path together, okay? You're not alone. Started on a Tuesday evening, the kind of ordinary day that tricks you into thinking life will always stay the same. I was 22, still living at home with mom while I figured out my graphic design gig from the basement office I'd set up. Rent in the city was killer, and honestly, mom's cooking was a perk I wasn't ready to give up. But that night, everything shattered like a mirror dropping in slow motion. I'd just gotten back from a quick run to the store, my heart pounding not from the exercise but from the small package tucked under my arm. A simple black skirt I'd ordered online, nothing flashy, just knee-length and soft, the kind that swishes when you move. I'd been curious for months, maybe years, scrolling through forums late at night, reading stories of others who felt that same itch. It wasn't about anything big, it was just me wanting to try on a piece of fabric that felt right in a way my jeans never did. I hid it in the back of my closet, behind the old winter coats, figuring it was safe. But Mom had decided to help with laundry that day. I walked into my room and froze. There she was, standing by the closet, the skirt dangling from her hand like evidence in a crime scene. Her eyes met mine, wide with surprise but not anger, not yet. "Alex," she said softly, using my birth name that suddenly felt like it didn't fit anymore. "What's this?" My stomach dropped. Heat rushed to my face, and I could feel my pulse hammering in my ears. "It's nothing, Mom. Just a costume thing for a friend's party." The lie tumbled out, weak and unconvincing. I reached for it, but she pulled it back gently, her brow furrowing. "A costume? Honey, this isn't from any party store. And it's your size." She held it up, the fabric catching the light from my desk lamp. I wanted the floor to swallow me whole. Disbelief crashed over me like a wave. How could I have been so careless? Internal thoughts raced. This is it. She's going to freak out. Kick me out. Tell everyone. But curiosity flickered in her eyes too, mixed with something I couldn't place. Concern? Understanding? She sat on the edge of my bed, patting the spot next to her. "Sit down, Alex. We need to talk." My legs felt like jelly as I obeyed. "Is this something you've been hiding? Do you want to wear this?" Her voice was calm, but I could hear the undercurrent of worry. I nodded, barely, my throat tight. Tears pricked my eyes, embarrassment burning hot. "I don't know why," I whispered. "It just feels like me sometimes." That night we talked for hours. Or rather, she talked, and I mostly nodded, my mind spinning. She didn't yell. Instead, she shared stories from her youth, about friends who'd explored their identities, about how the world was changing. But underneath her words, I sensed a shift. "If this is part of you," she said finally, folding the skirt neatly, "then let's not hide it. But we're doing this my way." Her tone was firm, taking control in that mom way she always did with everything from dinner plans to career advice. I didn't know then that her way meant guiding me through a transformation I never imagined. The shock lingered into the next morning. I stared at my reflection in the bathroom mirror, my short hair messy, my face unshaven, but now with this new lens. Who was I? The guy everyone knew, or something more? Curiosity gnawed at me, but fear held me back. What if this changed everything? The days that followed were a whirlwind of disruption. Work was the first battlefield. I freelanced from home mostly, but I had a client meeting downtown that Thursday. Mom, true to her word, had taken control. Before I left, she handed me a pair of subtle women's jeans she'd picked up, slimmer cut but not obvious. "Start small," she said with a wink. "See how it feels." Coffee shop meeting, I felt exposed. The jeans hugged my legs differently, and every time I shifted, I was hyper-aware. My client, a chatty guy named Mark, kept glancing at me oddly. "You look different today, Alex." "New haircut." I mumbled something about a style change, but inside, panic bubbled. Whispers from nearby tables, were they about me? No, probably not, but paranoia made everything feel like stairs. Back home, Mom asked how it went. "Weird," I admitted, cheeks flushing. "Like everyone knew." "That's the fear talking," she replied, pulling out a makeup bag from her room. "But fear is just the door to something better." She sat me down and showed me how to apply a light foundation, blending it seamlessly. "Not for show for you." My hand shook as I tried, the cool cream on my skin sending shivers. In the mirror, my face softened, just a touch, but enough to spark that curiosity again. "It feels nice," I confessed. But embarrassment hit when my best friend Jake called. "Dude, you sound off." "Everything cool?" I lied, saying I had a cold, but guilt twisted in my gut. How long could I hide this? Family dinner that weekend amplified the tension. My aunt and uncle came over, and Mom had me wear a unisex sweater that was softer, more feminine in cut. No one noticed outright, but Aunt Lisa complimented my glow. "You using new skincare?" she asked. I nodded, avoiding eye contact, my heart racing. Whispers between her and Mom, did they know? The struggle was real, fear of judgment clashing with this budding excitement. Internal monologue screamed, "What if they laugh? What if I lose them?" But Mom's steady gaze across the table grounded me. She was in control, steering this ship, and somehow that made the confusion bearable. By the end of the week, normal life felt anything but. Grocery runs turned into ordeals. Did the cashier notice my slightly shaped brows that Mom had tweezed? Friends' texts went unanswered as I wrestled with embarrassment. Yet, each small change chipped away at the old me, revealing glimpses of someone new. Curiosity won little battles, trying on the skirt alone in my room late at night, the fabric whispering against my skin. This is me, I thought, a thrill mixing with the fear. But the real exploration was just beginning. That secret exploration phase became my sanctuary. Mom, sensing my hesitation, gave me space but with guidance. "Experiment at home first," she said one evening, handing me a box of her old clothes. "No pressure, but try what feels right." I waited until she went to bed, locking my door, heart pounding like a drum. First, the skirt again. Slipping it on, I felt the cool air on my legs, a sensation so foreign yet electric. I paired it with a simple blouse from the box, soft cotton, buttons down the front. Standing before the full-length mirror, I turned slowly. Internal thoughts flooded. This looks ridiculous. No, wait, it looks right. Who is that? My reflection showed a softer silhouette, hips accentuated just a bit. Curiosity pushed me further. I rummaged for Mom's makeup tutorial she'd left on my desk, a printed guide with steps. Foundation first, blending with a sponge. Then concealer under my eyes, hiding the shadows of sleepless nights. Eyeliner was tricky, my hand shook, smudging the line. "Damn," I muttered, wiping it off and trying again. Success on the third try, a subtle wing that made my eyes pop. Lipstick next, a neutral pink. Puckering my lips, I applied it carefully, the waxy texture strange but empowering. "Hello, stranger," I whispered to the mirror, my voice cracking. Voice, that was next. I'd watched online videos, incognito mode of course, practicing pitch. Raising it slightly, softening the edges. "Hi, I'm Alexa." The name slipped out, a test. Felt fitting. I practiced walking, hips swaying naturally with the skirt's movement. Sensory overload, the swish of fabric, the click of imaginary heels. I'd try real ones later. The scent of Mom's perfume I'd spritzed on. Small discoveries piled up. Tucking my shirt in changed the whole look, more polished. Adding a necklace from the box, cool metal against my skin. Excitement built with each layer. This feels alive, I thought, twirling, laughter bubbling up despite the embarrassment lingering in the corners. But then doubt crept in. What if someone sees? I quickly changed back, hiding everything away. Yet that night, sleep came easier, a spark of joy igniting. Mom noticed the next morning. "You look rested," she said over breakfast. "Tried anything new?" I blushed, nodding. "Good. Tonight, let's do more." She took control again, sitting me down for a proper makeup lesson. Her hands guided mine, blush on cheeks, mascara curling lashes. "See? It's about enhancing you." Dialogue flowed. "Mom, does this make me weird?" "No, honey. It makes you honest." Her empathy eased the struggle, turning curiosity into a quiet thrill. Incremental steps followed. I experimented with hairstyles, using gel to soften my shortcut. Behavior too, sitting with legs crossed, gestures more fluid. Internal dialogue. This is scary but exhilarating. Like flying. One night, I ventured to the backyard in full outfit, moonlight my only witness. Wind rustled the skirt and I felt free. Excitement outweighed embarrassment now, small victories stacking like building blocks. Weekends brought bolder experimentation, but anxiety tagged along. Mom suggested a girls' day at home first, manicures, trying outfits. "Pick what speaks to you," she said, laying out dresses, tops, even heels. I chose a sundress, floral and light. Slipping it on, the straps thin on my shoulders, I felt vulnerable yet alive. Makeup full now, eyeshadow in soft browns highlighting cheekbones. Voice practice paid off, I sounded softer. "Look at you," Mom beamed. "Ready for the world?" Not yet. But that Saturday I took a small step. A solo walk in the park early morning when few were out. Jeans and a feminine top, subtle. Strangers passed, one woman smiled. "Nice top," she said. My heart soared, small victory. Confidence trickled in. Social events ramped up. Mom dragged me to a family friend's barbecue, insisting on a blended look. Men's pants but women's blouse and light makeup. Interactions tensed. "Alex, you seem different," Uncle Tom said, eyeing me. "Lost weight." I laughed it off, but inside anxiety churned. "Embrace it," Mom whispered later. Her control was supportive now, pushing me gently. Public experimentation grew. A coffee run in a skirt, under a long coat at first. Stares came, whispers too. "Is that a guy?" one kid murmured. Embarrassment flushed hot, but excitement followed. A stranger complimented my style. Internal shift. This is me blending worlds. Comfort grew, anxiety fading as confidence bloomed. Mom's guidance was key. "You're growing, honey." Climax hit like a storm. It was a Monday at work, my first in-office day in months for a team meeting. I'd been experimenting more, and Mom encouraged a full feminine presentation at home, but not there. Yet that morning she packed my bag with options. "Your choice," she said. I chose subtle, slacks, blouse, light makeup. But in the meeting, my boss pulled me aside. "Alex, we've noticed changes. Is everything okay?" Tension peaked. Had colleagues whispered? Then Jake showed up unannounced, dropping by the office. He froze seeing me. "Dude, what the hell?" Confrontation exploded. "Is this some joke?" Jake demanded in the break room. Colleagues stared. Emotional struggle raged. Hide or embrace? "No," I said, voice steady but higher. "This is me. Alexa now." The words hung, pivotal. Mom's text buzzed, "Be brave." I chose fully. "If you can't accept it, that's on you." Heart pounding, I faced the room. Silence, then my boss nodded. "We support you." The fallout was raw. Jake stormed out, hurt. But the decision liberated me. Tension released in tears later, Mom holding me. "You did it." Resolution came swiftly. That evening, Mom helped me plan, name change steps, therapy if needed. Work adapted, HR was supportive. Friends filtered. Jake came around eventually, apologizing. I was shocked, but you're still you. New interactions bloomed, joining a local LGBTQ group where stories mirrored mine. Confidence surged. I walked tall in skirts, makeup flawless. Empowerment felt like wings. Public now, I owned it. Outings without fear, compliments fueling me. Mom's control evolved to partnership. I'm proud, she said, hugging me. Chosen family grew, acceptance wrapping me warm. Looking back, that hidden skirt was the key to my cage. Unlocked fear, curiosity, all of it leading to this empowered me. If you're hiding something, friend, know this. Authenticity takes courage, but it's worth every step. You're stronger than you think. Embrace your truth and watch yourself soar. Thanks for listening. Now go live yours.